Disclaimer, this is comedy, occasionally true, always sarcastic. If you came for real news, you're lost. If you take it seriously, that's on you, and maybe your therapist. Live from wherever bad decisions meet breaking news, this is All the Things Weekend Update. The news you didn't ask for, delivered by people who definitely shouldn't be trusted with it. We bring you the headlines, the sarcasm, and just enough accuracy to get fact-checked by a Karen on Facebook. This isn't CNN, this isn't Fox, this is All the Things Weekend Update.
And welcome to another edition of Three Friends and All the Things Weekend Update. So we're going to kick off our news stories with Jay. Jay, take it away.
Thanks, Chris. This week, MTV had their VMAs on CBS, which is weird. Yes, I survived it barely. The show reminded me of a family reunion. I didn't recognize half the people, and the ones I did recognize looked like they made a deal with the devil to stay relevant. If you're over 40, you spent the night Googling, is this a rapper or a probiotic yogurt brand? I had no idea. The performances unhinged. Every act looked like they were summoning demons or auditioning for the next Marvel villain. Back in the day, the most shocking thing MTV gave us was Madonna rolling around in a wedding dress. Now it's Doja Cat showing up looking like she lost a fight with a bucket of Elmer's glue. But Machine Gun Kelly was there, and which is shocking because I assumed he'd finally been grounded by Megan Fox. And of course, the Jonas brothers showed up for 30 seconds, and every millennial watched, screamed like it was 2008 again. Honestly, the only moment anyone over the age of 30 didn't feel like they needed a chaperone. But some things never change. Taylor Swift somehow walked away with an award she wasn't even nominated for. MTV's like, sorry, Beyonce, but Taylor just blinked during the commercial break, and that counts as a music video now. So yeah, the MTV Music Awards, proof that MTV still doesn't play one video, but hey, at least they show up and play dress up well. Chris?
In sporting news, the Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen is teaming up with New Era to auction off hats designed by the kids at a children's hospital, which is really sweet, but also the first time in history Bills fans have paid over $17,000 for anything that wasn't table replacement surgery. Allen wore one of the hats designed by a 5-year-old patient named Jackson, and it went for $17,000 at auction. Meanwhile, my nephew's macaroni art has been sitting on the fridge for 6 years, and I can't even get my mom to buy it with a hug. The hats originally cost $34.99, but are now selling for as much as $100 on eBay, which means in Buffalo, the only thing they're going up faster than hat prices are blood pressure rates during the playoffs. Jay?
That's a good story, Chris. Good, nice, feel good to the heart. And news from Medford, New Jersey, the town best known for uppity wine moms and HOA fines, the Oktoberfest and Music Festival is back on Friday, September 19th. Billed as Medford's biggest party of the year, it's the one night where people who usually complain about the noise after 9 p.m. are the same ones spilling their beer on their shoes at 5:01 p.m. The free lineup includes Remember Jones, William Honors, Nick Greeley, and the operators of the Quaker City String Band, proving once again that Medford can still pretend to be cool, as long as the band wraps up before bedtime. And of course, Oktoberfest means bratwurst and boobs and spilling out corsets, which, let's be honest, is the perfect fit for Medford, because if you think the music is loud, wait until you hear the gossip the next day about the Medford mom's boobs were hanging out on Main Street. So grab your stein, grab your friends, and remember, what happens in Oktoberfest and stays in Medford until it shows up in the Pine Barrens news. Chris?
Before our next story, we're going to take it away, and we're going to take it over to our international correspondent, Joe, coming live from Canada. Joe?
Hi, everybody. This is Joe from Three Friends and All the Things podcast. Can you believe it? We're talking about Putin's immortality. Recently, at a military parade in Beijing, Vladimir Putin was caught on a hot mic chatting with Chinese President Xi Jinping about organ transplants, life extension, and even, wait for it, immortality. Yes, apparently when you're a dictator, you're not afraid of democracy. You're afraid of dying like a regular person. Putin's translator was overheard saying, Human organs can be continuously transplanted. The longer you live, the younger you become, and you can even achieve immortality, which, if true, explains why Russian hospitals are about to get Yelp reviews like, "Great staff, 5 stars, but where'd my kidney go?" Xi Jinping even chimed in saying people could live to 150 years in this century. By the way, Mr. Mathematician in China, if it was 150 years, it wouldn't be in this century. It'd be in the next century. By the way, it's a bold statement coming from a guy, Xi Jinping, who banned Winnie the Pooh because the bear outlived his approval ratings. Kim Jong was also standing right there for the conversation, smiling, which is fitting because when you're a third wheel on the Immortality Club, you just pray someone leaves you a spare liver. So yes, Putin wants to live forever, which is ironic because almond-flavored vodka and radioactive tea usually say otherwise. This is Joe, 3 Friends and All the Things podcast.
And thank you for that report. Boy, those Canadian broadcasters, they're pretty good looking. Oh, yeah, right. Got my eye on that one. And finally, in some medical news, a blind man in Canada can now see for the first time in more than 20 years, thanks to something called tooth-in-eye surgery, which sounds less like a medical breakthrough and more like something you hear at a Metallica concert. The surgery literally takes one of your teeth, drills a hole in it, sticks in a prosthetic lens, and then puts it in your eye. Doctors call it revolutionary, but I'm pretty sure that's also how every villain in a Batman comic gets created. After the procedure, the man said it was a whole new world, which is beautiful. Though if you just had a tooth jammed into your eyeball, maybe don't quote Aladdin. Jay?
Thanks, Chris. And that wraps it up for this week's Weekend Update. And just remember, there's a lot of news out there. We pick what we want because we want to stay on the happy side of life. And the other part is, we don't care.
No one likes us, we don't care. No one likes us, Oh, sorry, that was the Eagles chant.
It's
sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
So
Sorry.
From Chris and Jay from All the Things Weekend Update, thanks again. Have a great remainder of your weekend. Go Birds.
Stay safe.
Remember who you are.
And go Phillies.